Today I made something special straight out of my garden using nasturtium flowers and leaves. And this recipe is from a book called On Vegetables by Jeremy Fox, who is an award-winning chef in California, currently at the Canyon Ranch restaurant. And so the first thing we did, if you've heard of Dolmas before, they're usually made with grape leaves, but these ones are actually made with the nasturtium leaves. And they're served with a panade that is made out of bread and butter and some cooked nasturtium blossoms. So I'm just cutting up the bread and butter, 4 tablespoons of butter for the nasturtium panade. And here I am getting the leaves ready. Here's the flowers that I'm going to cook for the panade. You just cook them in a cup of water. You just bring them to a boil and then you add the butter and the bread and let it sit for about 15 minutes. And then you put it in a blender, and then you need to cool it in the refrigerator for, he says in the book, at least 2 hours. And you'll see at the end I didn't quite cook it or cool it for 2 hours, so it was still a little runny when I served it compared to what the picture looked like in the book. It was a little thicker. And this book is, he's not a vegetarian, but he loves to cook with vegetables and just really give them the same attention that you would an entree, so or a main dish, I should say. So they're not necessarily supposed to be like a meat substitute in this book, but just to celebrate vegetables in general. So this is a Chinese black rice that I got at Whole Foods, and I had cooked it the day before. And then we chopped up 10 nasturtium leaves and mixed them in. This is going to be the filling for the dolmas. And these are sesame seeds, some olive oil, and some red pepper jelly. There's a recipe in the cookbook for red pepper jelly to go with these. I just bought some. And some sea salt. So this is going to be the filling, so I just mix it up. I'm using a fork just to separate the rice as I stir. Okay, so the leaves that you're going to roll need to be blanched, so you just blanch them for like a few seconds and put them in ice water bath. And then dry them, and they're a little bit fragile, so just be careful with them so you don't tear them. And then you just roll them up, fold the edges over, and finish them. This is really the fun part, just making everything look nice. So the filling tastes a little sweet with the red pepper jelly in it, and then it's a really nice combination. It's definitely still savory with all the greens, but it has a nice sweetness to it as well. Alright, after you get those all rolled out, you just arrange them however you want. This is, I got the idea from the picture in the book. I'm pretty much copying, except he had let his panade cool more in the fridge, so it made more of a dollop instead of just going flat. Mine is still too warm. And then some baby nasturtium leaves and blossoms, some sesame seeds to finish it off, and you have a special appetizer.